What's up guys, I'm Jessy and this is Andre, and today we're checking out the 2025 Harley-Davidson Low Rider S in a segment we call QuickShift. This is where we put a motorcycle up on the lift and break down the key features and updates to the bike in 2 minutes or less.
Damn, 2 minutes or less? With that accent? We're not gonna understand anything you gotta say. And start the clock.
This is a 2025 Harley-Davidson Low Rider S, a badass performance cruiser in the Softail lineup. As you guys may know, I ride a Low Rider ST. This bike is basically the same, just without the fairing or the bags.
All of the new 2025 updates are focused on enhanced performance, upgraded technology, and refreshed styling. So let's start with the performance. This Low Rider S has an all-new high-output Milwaukee-Eight engine, a heavy breather intake angled into the wind for high-flowing performance, and a blacked-out 2-in-1 exhaust. Overall, this bike delivers 11% more peak horsepower than the 2024, and it's tuned to deliver peak power in the upper rev range.
They've retuned and recalibrated the front and rear suspension to optimize rider comfort and control. You'll see this tall monoshock under the seat, which offers extra cornering clearance when pushing the limit. And one of my favorite features, the new USB-C charging port for your phone. Plus, there are updated hand controls that let you access things like cruise control, traction control, or toggle through ride modes.
Wait, this bike has ride modes?
Andre, we have 2 minutes. But yes, it does. There are 3 ride modes, Sport, Road, and Rain, available for the first time on this bike. Andre, I'm sure you already know this, but each ride mode adjusts the power delivery, engine braking, and rider safety enhancements for rider preference and road conditions.
Actually, I did know that. This bike features ABS, or anti-lock brake system, which is designed to prevent the wheels from locking down when you're braking and helps the rider maintain control, as well as cornering enhanced ABS, which takes into account the lean angle of your bike and adjusts the brake pressure accordingly. The traction control system, which helps keep the rear wheel from spinning out when you're accelerating in a straight line, and the cornering enhanced traction control system, which does the same thing, but when you're cornering.
It has a drag torque slip control system, or DSCS, which is designed to reduce rear wheel slip and prevent rear wheel lock if you quickly downshift or reduce throttle on a wet road. And the cornering drag torque slip control system does the same thing, but takes into account the lean angle of your bike. The tire pressure monitoring system, or TPMS, is another one of my favorite additions, because now you don't have to wonder if you have proper air pressure. If one of your tires is low, the TPMS will let you know.
You've also got a 4-inch display with an easy-to-read analog speedometer and a digital display that shows key new features. There are upgraded hand grips with cutouts that make a big difference when you're wearing gloves, and adjustable brake lever that lets you tune to your preference.
There's a 5.75-inch LED headlight, upgraded LED front turn signals, plus an LED tail light. New black cast wheels, a steep back solo seat for hard launches and rapid acceleration.
It also comes in 5 premium paint options, and this brilliant red is new for 2025. You'll also see red accents on the intake, timing cover, and derby cover. And have you seen the new Mystic Shift color?
No.
It's wild. It changes from dark gunmetal to purple to blue and almost orange in full sunlight.
That sounds sick. Hey, what was our time?
We'll get him on the next one. That's all for now. I'm Andre.
And I'm your favorite Australian.
Malama Pono, and we'll catch you next time.